Hello, this is Julie from Bubbleberries Crafts. Thank you for joining me. Today I have a little Easter bunny gift treat box for you. These have been made by using the punches, some of the punches from Stampin' Up, and just putting them together you can come up with some nice little cute ideas, and I've come up with this little Easter bunny for you. They have a little tiny tail at the back as well, and I'm going to show you how to make these. The actual box itself, this part of the box, measures 4 2/8 of an inch by 2 5/8 by 2 inches. So they're quite a nice size. You can get quite a few little, I don't know, chocolate eggs, whatever you'd like to pop inside. So let's get started and we'll make them. To do this, you will need a piece of cardstock, and this needs to measure 10 inches by 8 1/4. I'm going to bring in my scoreboard now, and as always, don't worry about any of the sizes or the scoring. Click on the link below, it'll take you straight over to my blog and all the details will be there for you. So with the long side at the top of your scoreboard, we need to score at 2 inches, 4 5/8, 6 5/8, and 9 1/4. You can then rotate the cardstock with the short side now at the top and score again at 2 inches and at 6 1/4 inches. And that's all the scoring done. Just get the scoreboard out of the way. Then we can come along and just burnish all of our score lines. This just helps to give a nice crisp edge to the box. Okay. And then looking at your cardstock, you'll have a narrower section to one side, and the little boxes top and bottom, we just need to cut them completely away. So following your score lines, just trim them completely out. Okay. And then when you're looking at your cardstock, the 3 score lines at the bottom, we just need to trim up to the first score line across here. So just taking scissors, straight up your score lines to meet the horizontal score line, and this will become the bottom of our box. And then with the top, we need to take the 2 little squares out, leaving the larger sections in. So again, following the score lines, take these squares completely away. Fingers and thumbs tonight. There we go. And then you will be left with a shape like this, and then we can start putting the box together. So to do this, I'm going to use some Snell, but you could use some sticky strip or liquid glue. Along your short narrow tab here, just run some glue down this edge, and then folding that in, folding the side of the box over, joining that up. Then we can close the bottom, so bringing your edges in, and again using some glue, stick that into place. And then you pop your treats, etc. inside, and then all I've done is just put some glue across the top of one of these edges, and then bringing up the other side, folding it in, meeting it up, and then just pushing that in, and then you're forming a curved top. So that's your box then completed, and we can go on to decorate it now. I'll bring one of these in so that you can see it. I've already gone ahead and prepared a lot of this so that the video doesn't become too long. And you will need another piece of scrap Whisper White, and using the large scallop oval punch you would punch out 4 of these. I've already got 3 ready, so I'm just going to do the 1. And then taking your designer series paper, which I've used for the ears and the little feet and the nose, you would use your 1 3/4 inch punch by 7/8 of an inch punch, oval punch, and punch one of them out. Then we can just pop them together. Again, I'm going to use some snail. I'm just running along the oval and then sticking that onto the scallop. And then I've been using some Sahara sand ink, and I just go around and sponge the edges, which helps to give them some definition so that you can see them a lot better on the white background of the box. Just run around quickly and sponge all them edges. And then that would be your 4 scallops that you need for your feet and your ears. Then taking another piece of scrap Whisper White and using your 7/8 of an inch scallop circle, just punch one of them out, and again using your ink, just ink around the edge, and you will need 3 of them, and that is for your cheeks on the rabbit and also for his cute little tail on his bottom. And then using some designer series paper, cards, all different assorted shades, you'd use your Itty Bitty Accents flower punch. I've already prepared all of mine, and I've popped little diamantes and pearls just into the centre to add extra detail. And you will also need, from your designer series paper, and again using Itty Bitty Accents but the heart punch this time, you need to punch out 2 little hearts as well, and that is for your nose, and if you wanted to pop a little heart onto his bottom. I've also gone along and pre-tied a little bow as well for in between the bunny's ears. So once we've got all of that, we're ready to start building this up. So bringing your box back in and taking 2 of your ovals, I'm going to use some liquid glue and just popping some glue onto one of the ears and positioning it up to the top of the box so that it just overhangs. Taking the second one, and again just sticking that down into position. You will notice with this one that I've just bent his little ear over, and to do this, just take the ear and form a fold across. Whoops. And then I've taken a dimensional and I've just popped it underneath and folded it back down, and the dimensional will then hold that into place. So that's now the ears on. Then we can come along to the feet, and again, using some glue, we can just pop these onto the bottom for his feet. Now our little bunny is really starting to come together. We can then take 2 of the scallop circles and pop in a dimensional onto the back of both of these. We can then position his little cheeks. And I tend to just pop these sort of close together, lining up where I'd be happy for them to be, and popping them down. So there's his little cheeks. Then taking one of your little hearts and using a little edge piece of your dimensionals, that onto the back, and then just pop that onto the centre. There's his little nose. Then taking, where have they gone? There we are, glue dots onto the back of your bow. Pop a couple of glue dots. Popping this in between the ears, putting that in place. I've then got some little black rhinestones, and taking a couple of them, we can then pop on the eyes. And then I've just been taking another one and just sort of popping it up underneath the heart and the scallop circles, just to make a little mouth. So that's then all the front built up. We can then take our last scallop circle, using another dimensional onto the back, turning our little bunny over and just pop that onto the back to make his little tail. And then our last heart, I've been using a little bit of liquid glue just onto the back, and then popping his little heart on. And now he's ready to have his flowers and butterfly popped on. And to do the butterfly, just take some more designer series paper, and using the elegant butterfly punch, punch 2 of the butterflies out, and then using Tombow, just put a little bead of glue down the centre of one of your butterflies, taking the other one, laying it over the top, just lining it all up, a little tap in the centre, and then we can leave that to dry. And then to put all the flowers on, I'm just using glue dots and positioning them in a cluster all around the base of the bunny, making it look like he's sitting in the spring flowers. And you can just sort of have fun with this really, and sort of choose your colours and cluster them where you would like to pop them. And then I've been popping another 3 just up on the top corner of the box. Again, just clustering them. And then with the last few that are remaining, I've just been popping them around around the sides of the box, just to add a little bit more detail. And then also some more just at the back. Go. Oh, one last flower. Just pop that. There we go. And then with the butterfly, I'm using some of the pearls and just taking a little strip of 3 and popping that just into the centre of the butterfly, and then taking a little edge piece of your dimensionals and onto the back of the butterfly, and then just sticking that up into the corner. You can then bring the wings up into 3D fashion, and there you go. That's the bunny complete. So it's quite a fun little project. I've had fun making these, and I do hope that you have enjoyed this, and I hope you have a fantastic Easter and that you've got lots of chocolate. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to speak to you again soon. Bye bye.